bullish or bearish. Whether you're a rookie trader or a rock star, we believe there's room for everyone. Every Filipino can learn how to trade. We're just your average Joe. But together, let's take advantage of the greatest equalizer of wealth ever, the stock market, where millions can be made and lost in a click of a finger. The journey to trading mastery is a lifetime, and we're here to stay. We are ZFT, and this is where the hot money is.
Yun. So good evening guys. Welcome sa ating Ask TFT podcast for this week. This is Coach Cosmos and we have a new episode tonight with one of our senior mentors as our guest. And hi boss. Kumusta?
Hello. Ito.
Ayos lang. Yun.
Nice
Sige.
daw.
Okay, so
nanonood lang ng
nasa
crypto trade.
nanonood ng okay. So yan, nasa 25 na tayo. Yan, para mahaba yung usapan natin. Siguro pwede na tayong mag-start, no? Sige. So, sige. I have some questions here. Siguro pwede tayo mag-start boss sa background mo. Like, before trading, what were you doing?
Before trading, okay. Before trading, ano ko, parang like everybody, I was like I was an employee. So, graduate ako computer science.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working, years ago I work. So, about 9 years. 9 years ako sa computer science industry. So, web programmer, web developer, promote sa team lead, promote sa assistant, project manager, and then after that, transition ako from working sa corporate. Nakahanap ako ng mga work from home work. So medyo matagal, kaya old hat na ako sa work from home. I've been working from home since 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Is there any reason, boss, bakit computer science yung tinik mo?
As the reason na nag-computer science nag-process of elimination ako. Ano ba yung mga ayaw ko gawin? Hindi gaya ng mga ibang tao, anong gusto nilang gawin, di ba? Pero ako, ano ayaw kong gawin? Ayaw ko mag-doktor. Ayaw ko mag-engineer. Ayaw ko mag-ganyan. Ayaw ko mag-yan. And then, yung medyo kumukunti na, tapos nakita ko, ito na naman natitira. Okay, parang computer science sounds intriguing. Kasi parang yun yung, at that time, I think, yung parang, sunrise industry. Kasi, I think yung mga sikat is either you go to nursing or you go to, yung pinakabago sa computer science. So it's totally new and parang interest ako. Parang isip okay, computer science, parang pwede kaya ako gumawa ng computer game. Kasi nalo ko like a gamer. Hindi ko maglaro ng mga video games. So okay, baka pwede ako mag-game. And then, magawa ng game using computer science. And hindi ako actually nakagawa ng game. Pero I've learned like the basics on how to yung gumawa kami mga 3D animations. So, parang yung thesis namin actually is gumawa kami ng 3D animation software. So sobrang medyo mahirap sa makipulo namin doon and nag-extend kami after mga 2 terms, after 2 semesters after. Kasi sobrang hirap ng PhD namin. Pero
dahil sa masyadong ambitious yung thesis.
Pero nagawa naman namin. Pero yun, sakit lang sa ulo. Ayun.
If you don't mind, boss, anong school yung mo?
Lasal.
Lasal. Okay. Ayos So, nung time na nag-enroll ka, you graduated from computer science, medyo ano na ba yung programming back then? Was it like mainstream?
Mature na?
Oo.
I think doon pala nag-start yung medyo matagal na ako nag-graduate. I graduated 2002. And then, nakahanap ako work no 2003. Natapos ako 2003. And then, nakahanap ako work after mga around 4 months. And then, my first job was I worked at Smith's sa San Miguel Information Technology Services. I was there for about a year. Lumipat ako sa bangko, Asia United Bank. And then, lumipat ako sa work sa Makati. GXS, Global Exchange Services. And doon, so I was exposed to several different programming languages like VB, ASP, ASP.NET, ASP, Confusion, PHP, Java, JavaScript. So lahat ng mga naaral ko na. And then while I was also doing work, naghanap ako mga side. I always kept myself busy. So during the weekends or sometimes at night, I was always looking for extra income, extra work. Kasi early on, I know na hindi ka mabubuhay or it mas parang ang goal ko kasi is like to get out of the rat race. So while I was doing that, parang I wanted to find extra income to boost yung income. Kasi parang naganap ko yung extra work. So sometimes I take on 2 or 3 projects while doing work. Yun yung day job ko. After day job ko, pag uwi sa bahay, or tayo na sandali. Tapos, trabaho, cooking ko lang inside, then go for like another hour, 2 hours, and then pahinga, back to the grind. Ganoon na naman sa weekend when I go to work. Yeah, ano talaga, parang, yun yung so kaya, sanay ako sa yung work. But parang, the reason ko for working that hard, kasi parang I know na, parang, pinubuhos ka yung parang puhunan mo. Parang, work hard in your 20s para you can enjoy when you get older. So parang that is my mindset. So there's trying to build network, trying to build connections, and people make it better. Kasi parang naging synergy. As I was working and doing stuff online, sideline ko, it helped enhance din kasi the way that I think dun sa programming. I learned more programming stuff. So, nakakatulong siya dun sa day job ko.
Okay.
Parang I say, okay, diba? So, it seems it is a synergy there.
So, you sustained that for 8 years? More or less?
Yeah.
No? Mga 8 years?
More, actually more.
hanggang ngayon ba, boss? Marunong pa rin kayo? Like,
Hindi na ako I stopped programming talaga. I gave up all programming sa mga 2014. So, ayun, wait. I still work ako until and then work from home from 2010 to 2015. Full-time trader na ako 2015. Pero meron pa rin ang ginagawa mga sideline until mga 2018 2018, 2019, early 2019. Pero parang pa isa-isa na lang. Tinatapos ko na lang para legacy yung mga old clients na tinatapos ko na lang. So parang pag may problema, I'll just come, I'll go and fix it. Pero nag-ease out na ako sa programming.
Okay. So along that way, you discovered trading, no? So can you tell us paano yung naging transition mo from being that employee to being a trader?
The earliest ko sa trading or in financial markets was yung, I think like most people out there is mutual funds. Nag-start. So I got into mutual funds kasi I had extra money earning, doing whatever extra, no? So unang ginawa namin ng girlfriend ko, my ex-girlfriend is my wife now. Parang naghanap kami ng real estate. So we invested there right away. Parang like 80% ng sweldo namin pupunta. So buhay kami like panglabas lang namin is like 200 pesos or 300 pesos. So you have to make it fit doon. Yung that amount. Yung lahat yan. Yung transpo, pagkain, and whatever. Movie, kung may movie pa. That time, since medyo matagal na, kaya pa yun. And then, so, and then, may nag-introduce sa amin yung isang friend ko, sabi niya, try niyo mutual funds din. So, yun, lagay yung pair sa mutual funds, parang kumita naman. And then, ano ba yung mutual funds? After that, I did research after mutual funds, parang, yung higher earning naman, but riskier, equities fund. So, yun, I was able to experience parang double your money. I think kasi that was the time I went in was after the financial crisis. So, bagsak lahat, diba?
Bottom.
Parang almost the bottom ng pagpasok ko. So, nilagay lang yung mga pera dyan. And then, hinayaan namin. And after that, siyempre, pag-check mo after a couple of years, okay, parang ano nga dito, wala tayong ginagawa. Wala tayong pinasok. Sana sabi yan, yung like usual, sana pas walang pinasok natin. And then, I got introduced more, parang, how does this work? Kasi, after mutual fund, after equities, yeah, we doubled their money. And I said, okay, why not? If they can do it, and then why not take take the next step? Like, let me have that. I'll handle my funds, my personal funds. So I look for the stock market. The first ko is my insurance agent before introduced me sa send siya email blast dun sa mga clients. Sabi, I think bili kayo ng NPI pa ata before. I can't remember kung saan ko nabili, pero ganun din. I think na-double yung money ko sa MPI, and then the next na recommend mo niya, I think LC. And then ganun, I think I was able to earn like 30 or 40% sa LC. So you go, it's that simple. So doon ako nagano. Pumunta ko sa mga hanap ako online, mga forums, doon nagsimula, doon ko na meet si Z.
Finance Manila ba to?
Yeah, Finance Manila. Doon nagsimula.
Yung OG, no?
Finance Manila, yung mga forums pa yan. So after that, after the forums, yun, di ba? So then pupunta ako sa mga meet up. So dami ko mga nakilala, mga OG traders. And nagsimula kami yung chismis analysis, TA. And then yun sabi na, meron pa Yahoo groups pa before. Yahoo groups, Yahoo chat, Messenger. So everyday gagawa ka ng bagong Yahoo group, Yahoo Messenger chat, kasi kailangan hindi siya gayang Discord na andun lang forever. Parang kailangan mo invite. Minsan pag nagluloko yung Yahoo Messenger, nagka-crash mo. Invite mo naman ako ulit yan. So ganun. And then there were hits, there were misses. Mostly ang hirap lang kasi hindi mo alam eh. Parang nangyari buy and hold, kasi may ginagong chismis, may bumuli daw nito, may bulong, meron bang dito. And then I find out that it was not sustainable. Kasi syempre, I had to rely on people telling me what to buy, telling me what to sell. And I have no idea. Wala akong alam. Sabi, maganda yung chart. Kasi tingnan mo, how can you say maganda? Pati yan. And then, parang, I experienced losses, parang gain na dapat, pero hindi ko pa binibenta kasi sabi, sell it at this TP. And you're up a lot, and then maging loss ka na malaki. And then, sabi lang sa'yo, hold ka lang, maniwala ka, tiwala ka lang. And then sabi ko, okay, I need to stop this. I need to, if you really need to get serious, this sabi sa akin, right there. If you really want to get serious, then we gotta better get serious. Talagang mag-aral ka. Get better, and really study. So okay, that's what I did. I had to study, and and then I enrolled Subasta, and then
what attracted you, boss, to ZFT back then? Kasi di ba parang medyo bago pa din yung ZFT, tapos may iba namang groups.
Kasi like everybody, is the pork snubs.
Okay.
You see it,
the result.
and then diba? That's like social proof. You see it, and then parang binabara niya yung mga hindi, kasi sabi ba, akit na, hindi, benta mo na. What is he saying to benta? Tapos tumatama. Anong magic yan, di ba? Anong hocus pocus? Meron ba siyang kilala na insider? So, hindi, wala akong kilala. And then, that intrigued me. Parang, yan. And tinry ko na. And I think I was one of the last pasok sa Subasta, and mababa yung bid ko. So,
So before that, wala ka talagang idea, boss, like in terms of technicals, or even wonder that if yung way na ganun to analyze the market exists?
Sorry?
I mean, before you enrolled into ZFT, wala ka talagang idea about technicals, or
meron
even
very, 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 very basic. Kasi before ZFT, nag-enroll na rin ako kay Tupitero, Miko Sayo.
Okay.
And then, meron yung isa pa, I think hindi ko lang kung kilala pa si Patatas.
Hindi na.
Yun. He was the original na, parang yung tumutulak, hyper, sa mga
Parang hinahype para umakyat.
Hinahype maakyat. So, ayun yung mga ko. So, diba? So, yun yung ko. Yung mga, kasi sila pa lang yung mga nag-seminar. And it's not like ganun ka diverse yung options mo at that time. Diba? So you can only choose so much.
Okay. So after subasta, so naturo na yung system, what was the experience after that?
The experience like that is ano, like everybody who learned after, mayabang ka lang. You try everything, di ba? Kaya sinasabi ko lagi, I know what everybody's feeling. Yung feeling nyo na, okay, sinabi nyo, huwag may trade yan, then hindi ako may kinig seryoso. I know. Kaya lahat ng mali nyo, ginawa ko na. And I don't, so, but there's still a lot of trials and errors, a lot of mistakes that made, until I found out, kasi nga, diba, I always say to sa mga new graduates, I always tell the people that, yes, you feel you're invincible, you know, kasi you know how to trade everything, but you don't need to trade it. You need just to filter. Yung ano lang yung kailangan yung trade. You only, parang, once I started filtering, and parang, just trade the premium setups, and trade the outliers talaga. That's when my performance went supernova.
How many years did it take, boss?
Well, sa akin kasi, in that my case, mabilis na eh. Kasi, sinuwerte ako yung pumasok sa Ion. And then after Ion, sobrang basura season nun. Yung talagang, ang bilis nun. After Ion, I think there was now, and then yung mga, now, I think, ano ba, IS ba, yung mga sobrang bilis yung mga galaw. And talagang, ang laki ng ano, ng growth ng port ko. And then I was able to have some leeway to make more mistakes. But after that, it took me, I think, about a year or so to really be more consistent. Kasi I was able, after that, I was mainly focused more on being an uptrend trader. And after that, after a couple of years back, that's when I started doing mga bounce trades. And once I incorporated the bounce trades, so talaga, parang, nothing can stop you na. Parang, kasi you're able to gain going up, and then gain once the stock went down, and then went up again.
Parang kompleto na yung arsenal mo, no? And naalala ko yung post nyo, boss, sa Ion. Parang first time I read that, multi-bagger, 400%, di ba? Tama ba? Or multiple trades yun?
Yung alin?
Yung Ion.
Hindi, one trade lang yun.
One trade lang yun, di ba?
Oo,
300 ba? 400%.
350%? 300 na? So, yun yung...
Is that still your trophy trade at this point sa PSE? Or may mga na din?
The PSE, yung... In terms of, percentage na gain, that's it. Pero in terms of...
peso gain.
Peso
Siyempre,
gain,
malami na.
hindi na, malayo na.
May mga na eh.
Oo.
Ano yung mga naging... Like, if you can name, siguro at least 3, what were your biggest challenges and victories as a trader after you went into CFP?
Biggest challenge, Chris, to yung the inner demon of trying to going all in. Kasi I'm a high risk trader. Wala akong keme na
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Diba? Kahit na ilang million yung kaya kong ipasok. And then sometimes the urge to siguro for the first ilang years, the urge to do that again and again, still nandun pa rin. Na I was able to overcome that when yung lumaki ng port, parang ang hirap na gawin yun. Na pag ginagawa mo yun, and then parang kaya there's the time na parang I need to find either I need to trade like other hindi na basura stocks like second liners or try to go to blue chips. Kasi hindi na kaya. Bubuhos mo lahat dun sa basura, parang hindi yung makalabas ka ng buhay, hindi na ganun kadali. That's one. The second one is yung FOMO dun sa iba, parang kasi like yung time ko parang kasabi ko sila serious, sila Seth, sila diba? So magkakaiba kami ng mga profiles. Then sila parang nakaka-ilang entry sila sa isang in and out na parang I just hold on. Pero so hindi naman siya ganun kalaking struggle because I know in myself na mas madali kasi sa akin. Diba? I always say parang tamad ako na trader. Ayoko masyado yung parang just want easy na pinasok ko, that's it. And then siyempre parang yung the struggle to find na may makikita mo na nawawalan ng gains mo kahit paper gains man yan, parang ang hirap din. Siyempre, nakita ko na kunyan, up ka na, let's say, 500K, tapos pwede naman yung 300 na lang. Tapos parang, paano pa rin, it hits you, lalo na nung at the start, kasi it's different din. Pero once I was able to get over that now, either sa branches or talaga just really, really be strict dun sa system, and I was able to get over that.
Na-mention niyo, boss, yung struggle niyo regarding all-in. Kasi ako, kahit before, hindi ko magets how come na even if you're a high-risk trader, parang never ko narinig na parang nasunog kayo or hindi ko lang ba alam.
Ang yung pinakasunog ko, I think, was, Davin ba? Yung,
Yeah, Davin, okay.
diba, the Davin trade, yun yung
2016 pa lang. Sorry.
Yun lang. Yung, kasi, yung pumasok na kami ng ceiling price, and then dami kong pinasok. I think yung, until now, hindi ko pa alam kung magkano loss ko. I think mga around 200 plus.
In a single trade.
In a single trade. Kasi sobrang bilisan, and then buhos is like, yung sobrang bilis na buhos. Kasi nga, ang laki na pinasok ko. And then, the fall was within minutes. Within minutes na buhos nun. Tapos, disappearing yung bids. So, yung parang, nagka-shock ka na, hala, anong gagawin ko? Tapos, nakita kong bubuhos, nakita kong panabalakan ng palaking loss mo. Pero wala kang magagawa. So, ang ginawa ko parang just sell all. And after that, just shut down the computer. Yun talaga yun parang pinakamalalang mali na nangyari na okay. Pero, don't get me wrong, kasi that was like after a series of wins na. Parang
out of the profits na yung loss na yun.
So parang nangyari, siguro tapos na yung basura season. Tapos na yung Diba? Minsan gano'n, basura season, at ceiling, or market mga 30, 20, 40%. And then the last one, siya yung stinger.
Yeah.
Yung stinger, at that time, tinira namin. Ang dami namin nun eh. Yung buong Astra yan. Yung buong batch ng Astra, ang dami namin. Tinira namin yung dalin. Tapos lahat kami na-shock na dun sa dalin. Kasi nga, ang bilis nung pangyayari.
How did you cope up with that loss, like after the trade?
Wala naman, like I said, I just shut down the computer. Nilaro ko muna yung anak ko. Parang hindi ko na isipin. Tapos kumain ako ng ice cream, went out for a walk, punta lang sa mall. And then parang I think after 2 days, saka ako bumalik. Kasi I don't wanna see it. And yun lang, hindi ko na talaga pinroses kung magkano tinalo ko. Basta alam ko lang natalo ko. Parang naisip ko lang na parang profit loss. Ganun na lang.
Okay. What about victories, boss? What were your biggest victories?
For the
past 10 years.
For the past 10 years, well, yung syempre, yung one of the highlights is doon ako yung nakilala ng karamihan before was yung Ion. And after that, was yung nagkaroon ako ng series na bounce trades. Yung, I think there's the PXP now and
2018.
Yeah. Ayun, sa chat, sabi ni John Ray. Ayan, so, yun yung kasi tuwan-tuwa ako doon. Kasi parang, doon ko parang sabi ko na talaga, nahuli ko na yung bounce play. Kasi at that time, yung bumabagsak siya, nagkakaroon ng maraming bagsakan. Tapos parang sa, okay, this is the time, I'll try to put in big amounts in the bounce trades. And then yung kinita ko sila, parang sobrang fulfilling the feeling that you're able to earn and be successful, be profitable in something that you were really struggling before. Kasi nga before, I was just a top-10 trader. Kung nagta-trade yung mga ibang peers ko na kaya nila mag-bounce trade ako, no touch talaga ako. Sabi ko, hindi ko gagalawin yun. Kasi hindi ko alam kung ano gagawin ko yun. Nagkakamali ako. And ayokong magkamali. At that time, ayoko i-try. Kasi alam ko nga, hindi ko pa kaya. But after a lot of training, a lot of practice, kasi nga nakikita ko na kumikita yung iba. And after asking them paano ganito, bakit ganyan, and analyzing so many trades and backtesting, doon ko na okay, na, yeah, and lagi naman sinasabi, diba, it's profitable. We just have to know the parameters, how to do it. And once I was able to figure it out, and sakto lang talaga, yung panahon na yun, there were three trades na ang gaganda talaga. And yun. So that's a PSE. And then there were trades din ngayon, recently sa crypto. I was able to ngayon nakakapag-volume na ako sa crypto since parang inaano ko pa rin. I set a goal for myself this year, by the end of this year. Dapat I should reach 100K or more na dun sa crypto. Yung port. So I'm a little bit, it's more than 1/4 of the way there. Malapit na mag 1/2 of the way there. So sabi ko, if I can do that dito sa crypto, and parang umabot to 100K or more by the end of the year, wala ata sige. So that's my inner challenge, to reach 100K or more within by end of the year. So if ever I reach it earlier, then that's good, well and good. But I'll still try to push myself more to see if I can, after 100K, what's the next goal? Like 500K to 1M. Parang magiging madali na yun. Kasi, di ba? Kasi nagawa ko na from how much I started and then maabot to 200K. And that's more than like ilang percent. And then from 100K, you get it to 500K, that's just times 5. And then once you get to 500K, you get to 1M, it's just times 2. So parang, yun lang, this is the power of compounding. That's the only, yun yung ano. Well, yeah, hopefully, umabot, di ba? Like 500K. So, kasi yun nga, parang, that's why, sinabi ko dun sa ano, sinasabi ko dun sa mga, di ba, kaya ako gumawa ng webinar na go big or go home. Kasi, what's the point of trading if you just keep trading small? You want to keep pushing yourself. And so, personally, I'm trying to push myself to see if I can make it. Di ba? Parang, na-inspire ko din yung pinost ni, yung pinost ni Cosmos yung mga top traders dun sa dito sa Binance na they're trading like 25 they're earning $1 million in a month. Okay. So kung kaya nila yon, what's stopping me, right? So kaya yung ano, parang naging challenge yung nakita ko yung pinost niya yon. Yung sabi ko, okay, I have to stop thinking small and really start to push myself. Kaya nakita nyo, yung nagpo-post na ako for snaps na parang malalaki yung ano, wins, malalaki allocations. Because I'm trying to push myself and trying to be an example for others to see na if I can do it, you should be able to do it too.
Hello, boss. Sorry, nawala ako.
Ayun, okay lang. Nag-expound na lang muna ako.
Nag-fluctuate yung kuryente. Anyway, I was trying to open kanina yung ano tawag nito, yung vlog mo. Kasi gusto ko ipakita sa kanila yung ano yung proof of yung mga kinikwento mo now. Wait, let me check. Kasi isa to sa mga sa mga OG vlogs talaga aside from the vlog of ZFT. Ayan, kita nyo ba?
Hindi pa.
Can you see it right now?
Ayan.
So, malala ko ito yung ion trade na kinikwento ni Boss Alpha kanina. So, sa mga hindi nakakaalam, if you want to read yung yung story ni Boss Alpha, you can check this blog post. And makita nyo dito lahat. So, nandito yung ion, nandito yung Davin trade. I did not get the opportunity to ask you this, boss, before, pero was there a specific reason bakit blink mo lahat ng to?
Sorry, is there a specific nag-choppy ka? Is there
a reason why you blog your whole journey from 2015 to 2019?
Wala, parang kasi I think yung uso before, di ba? Uso before, you're a troll, meron kang Facebook account, tapos you have blogspot. So, yun yung ginagawa na before. And naaliw lang ako na you get to, parang you tell a story and nobody knows who you are. Diba? And then yung nag-unmasking na, medyo na ako na parang medyo, yeah, I mean, it's okay to unmask, but to share your wins, that yung the amount na parang medyo ako na hindi ako, kaya ako napansin na around that time din nawala na rin yung FB account ko nun, na ayoko munang Kasi pinag-isipan ko pa is it safe to show? So malaka na lang. BIR is waiting. Yeah, maybe, pero because I have a kid. So yun lang na parang ko na I don't want anything to happen na if ever, diba, na magkaroon problema. So yun lang.
Okay. So recently, boss, you transferred to the crypto market from PSE.
Yeah.
Can you tell us ano yung naging process mo behind that? Kasi I know a lot of the listeners now curious sila. Lalo na ako, like I'm from PSE though.
Yeah, like everybody, after what happened during the pandemic, diba? Since PS is a long market, I had to look for other markets kasi otherwise nakatuwa nga lang ako. So, nag-experiment ako, I dabbled in the US market, kumita ako, nalugi ako, tinamaan ako ng parang news Black Swan event, hawak ko na stock. The next, nagkaroon ng, I think, negative earnings, tapos pagbukas ko, negative 60 ba or negative 70%. That's what ako to exit. And then, so after ayoko na kasi hirap din ng time difference. Time difference, and then yung mga ganong klaseng news related fund na ayoko. I switched to Forex. Nag-enroll ako sa mga FX webinars. I tried it. I tried several strategies, but I can't, hindi ko masikmura yung risk reward nila. Kasi okay. And ganun din, yung pagiging sobrang reactive sa funda. Sobrang na-win lang ako dun. And sabi ko, ayoko. Parang, kumita ako before. Parang nagawa ko, I made it from my yung test account ko ng $100. Nagawa ko biglang $7,000 in 2 weeks after 3 weeks. And sabi ko, okay, parang ito, yung 7,000, parang biglang bumalik siya to almost $500. So, the wild swings because of, it doesn't work. Hindi ko magawa yung, I mean, if you ask, I think si Jasper, yeah, you had to tweak. Hindi, iba yung, FX behaves so differently because it's supposed to be a ranging market, right? So, once nagkaroon ng breakouts, so since I was a PSC trader, you try to go into breakout trading, sabog ka pagdating mo sa FX unless meron din the time element which ang hirap yan. So that's the problem. And then after that I switched to Hong Kong market. Met Hong Kong markets parang yung meron sa eToro is babangit din ng mga galaw. And then after that nakita ko na hindi ako muna pumasok sa crypto kasi even though yung ibang peers ko pumasok doon, yung iba sa inyo nandun na rin. Kasi nakita parang scam naman yan, baka mawala yan. And then, yung parang nakita ko na parang consistent pa rin gaining everybody. Parang okay, I think it's time for me to stop fighting and go join crypto. And then, after some, like I said during the crypto night, after some adjustments, I found my I found my groove. Yeah, I found my groove and my pattern. And I'm trying to push myself. And like I said kanina, yung wala ka, I set a goal. Na-inspire ako yung nilagay mo na import snap na malaki sa Binance, mga top traders. So I go, wow, parang lang yan but kung kaya nila yun, kaya ko dapat. So I'm trying to push myself to reach those levels. Na sabi ko kanina, parang ang goal ko is maabot ko at least 100K USD by end of the year. I'm a little almost halfway there. But once I reach that, parang mag-withdraw muna ako, enjoy it, and then I'll keep pushing. Kasi, and then once I reach 100K, I'll try to reach 500K, 500K, 1M, pwede na. Kasi, di ba, it's the power of compounding. Kung mapaabot ko from wherever I started to right now, kung maabot ko to 100K, 100K to 500K is just times 5. And then 500K to 1M is just times 2. So it shouldn't be that hard.
Tapos it's liquidity is not going to be an issue sa crypto, no? Unlike sa PSE.
Yes. Unless may ginagawa ako minsan na mali, na parang pag buy and sell ako, so sinasabi na EWAP dapat may gamitin mo. So instead of ginagawa ko, parang tatransfer ako na madami para lumalaki yung positions ko. Hindi ko naintindihan eh. So, basta ginagawa ko nung naintindihan ko, gano'n ang ginagawa ko.
Yung strategy nyo boss sa PSE and sa crypto, more or less the same lang.
Yeah, more or less the same, but I just had to adjust my mindset with in terms of yung profit taking. Kasi nga, and yung the power, yung holding power. Kasi, especially when I started, like everybody, I put in times 20 kagad, 20x na leverage. So, syempre, wasak yung ano ko. Iba yung ibang labanan pag nakita ko na 20x. Kasi dun sa eToro before sa Hong Kong market, ay hanggang 5x na mata eh. So, yun, medyo okay pa. The same. And then once I started 20x, parang, iba siya. And then, I had to experiment, change yung mga fluctuations from 20x, ginawa ko 18, 15. And then, binabahan ko kasi nakita ko na may mga posts parang siya from times 3, times 5. Doon naman, parang masyado ko napagalan. Until I found my sweet spot. Sweet spot ko right now is times 10. Sometimes I go to times 15 pag medyo mabagal yung galaw. Like kunyari sa XRP, which is like a blue chip. Yun. Siguro, max ko na yung times 15 and times 20 at very, very specific times. But more often than not, 90% of my trades is just nandun sa times 10. Kasi, yun, na-figure out ko, kaya ko ng ganong levels na kaya ko tulugan, mga problema. Chill trading pa rin. And I still get to see significant gains or significant movements dun sa support ko.
Okay. So, since na-mention niya, boss, yung leverage, no? I know this is one of the many things na curious sa mga traders natin in TR about you regarding your size and risk management. How do you handle your emotions and yung psyche mo? Kasi knowing na ibang level yung risk tolerance niya. So, paano yun?
Kasi ano eh.
Ako gusto ko rin malaman talaga.
I think ano ba yung usually kasi tinuturo niyo? Usually tinuturo ko kasi 1%, di ba? 1%.
Yeah, 1%, 2%.
Yeah, 1%, 2% loss for the per trade. Tama ba?
Yeah, more or less.
Ako I can tolerate like 5% per trade na matalo. Max na siguro 10% in one trade.
10%? 10% in one trade.
So, parang kung ano yung dun sa trader wagon or ano, malaki yung variance yung dalawa ng port ko. Pero kasi, yun nga, parang that's how I can take it. I can, why or how I can take it, I don't know, maybe I'm wired differently. Sabi lang, I mean, ever since naman when I was young, all I know is I'm a risk taker. I can, parang, and I like to, when I decide on something, I go all in. So it's hard for me to do half-baked solutions, half-baked, once I say, oh, I'll do this. Parang kunyari, be it in sports, be it in whatever endeavor I do. So parang para sa akin kaya. So that's why it wasn't that hard for me, or it's not that hard for me na to put in like bigger amounts, bigger size. Kasi kunyari, naglagay ako ng position. Kunyari, let's say I have like a 10,000 court, di ba? And I put in like $1,000 as a position, ako times 10. Kaya kong, na up to like 5% loss, so that's like $500 na loss. So 50% na position mo, wala. Tama ba yung math ko? Tama, di ba? And from 10,000, 5% is $500. Tama ba? Hello? Ayun, wala naman si... Ayun, I think ganun. So, kasi parang kunyari nakita ko na there's this much money left dun sa port or sa Isip ko na, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because I have this much confidence with the setup or with the trade that I'm willing to bet na, okay, I can go in and risk this much. Pero syempre, kung kunyari, parang sometimes I don't wait for the stop to be hit na 4% or 5%. Sometimes I'm very, very strict naman din na, okay, I'll wait for this 4 hour or wait for this 1 hour. I'll check kung I'll check if the setup okay pa rin siya. Pag hindi na siya okay, if I take a look at it back in the next hour, pag hindi pa rin siya moving the same direction na I want to, parang na-invalidate yung bias ko, then I could just lower my position instead of kunyari 1,000 pa rin nakaris, I'll close 50%, close 25%, and then yun din ako, okay, pwede pa ba to? Question is John Ray, tuwing kailan ka nag 5 to 10% par, probably may na-build ka ng cushion yan. Not really. Sometimes that's like the first trade ko in the morning. Parang ganun ako ka-confident or ganun ako bullish. Let's say kunyari bullish ako on that day. And then I see there's a setup, there's a coin that I think is gonna go in the direction I see. Okay, there's an entry, and I'll go in. And I say, okay. Kasi sometimes say 5% na VAR, parang that's like parang nilagay ko at invalidation level. So yun parang yung invalidation level ko. And binibigyan ko konting leeway. Kasi para, di ba, we all know how volatile crypto is. Sometimes pipitik lang, pero sabi parang nagkakaroon stop hunt. So nagsa-stop hunt yung whoever, like the market makers or whatever, na parang magkakaroon stop hunt muna, and after that tutuloy yung the direction to the bias na ano. So sometimes it doesn't really, there's no rhyme, no reason, no pattern, no when do I go in and see 5 to 10%. Sometimes I'm very, very strict na parang okay, parang 1% down lang, or 1% VAR, I set a stop. Pero nga, parang sometimes pag nakita ko na, let's say siguro on this day, parang meron mga long weeks up, long weeks down, doon pwede ako maglagay ng 5% VAR. And then, or 10% VAR na. And then pwede, or, diba? So, yun lang. Or, kunyari, instead of 5%, 10% VAR right away, I put in one tranche dito. And another tranche. Parang mag-ano na ako, magsisita ako mga tranches. I buy here, and then maglalagay pa ako pag ganun pababa. All the way siguro until mabuti yung week. Diba? And then, pag dumagpas na sa week na yun, benta lahat. Parang ganun. Kasi yun nga, parang sometimes well, for the most part, ano pa naman, yun nga, my port, yung fluctuation na, medyo malaki if you compare it to others, like to other traders. But then, it's something that I'm used to. And hindi ko naman sinusunod-sunod na kunyari 3 days straight na 5 to 10% VAR. Siyempre, hindi. Maganda, ubus yung port ko. Parang kunyari, okay, on this day, na pwede siya 5% VAR. Next day, another 5%. Pero pag ganun, pag 2 days na tinatamaan na, okay, mas magiging cautious na ako on the next couple of days. Until such time, kunyari, I go back to the original na port allocation. And then doon ako mag-ano ulit na mas magiging aggressive ulit. Parang, just like everybody, I have like circuit breakers. So circuit breaker, kunyari yung pampas na content, mag 15% down na after like in a very, very short amount of time. Then I'll lower my allocations. Magiging mas strict ako. I'll wait for more precise, I'll try to have more precise entries. And then doon ako mag-ano. And I'll scale up again once I go back to my original na kung saan siya nag-start. Kunyari, saan siya nag-start at the start of the week. Pero kunyari, I'm already gaining, and then like kunyari nagkaroon ako ng gain, like kunyari ngayon yung CTSI, gain na ako, I wouldn't hesitate to add up or double up on my position kasi parang kaya pa parang kanina sa CTSI I was up like 50% ata 40%, and then nagdagdag ako ng another tranche kasi parang I think around 4, nag-cover siya I think 35 or 40%, so that's a 3.5 to 4%. Nag-add ako ng tranche kasi parang sumusunod pa rin siya sa bias ko. And okay, sabi ko, parang this looks like it's gonna be a long red candle. So dinagdagan ko position.
Okay.
And then move ko lang yung mga stops. Parang, kasi yun nga, nag-ano ko doon sa bar ko na kaya ko yung mataas yung bar, but then once I'm already earning, I'll be very strict na either I'll take profits na or move my stop to break even, and then parang ano.
nasabi mo kanina, boss, like, you're just wired that way, with high mental wallet. Pero wala ka talagang maisip na specific reason, like factor behind it? Maybe upbringing ba or like...
I don't know. Kasi yun, yun nga, parang feeling ko nga, maybe it was, I don't know, I'm just wired that way nga. Kasi kahit nung bata ako, when you play games, I always give 100%, 110%. Like, kunyari, meron yung mga naglaro kami before, parang Dungeons and Dragons, ganyan. So, ako yung tipo na berserker na susugod na. Walang pakialam ko ano. Suswar, yung namin, teka, hindi ko susugod na ako yan. So, okay, so either una ako namamatay lagi or ako yung nakakapatay lagi sa boss. Kasi, rat eh. So, diba? So, it's, I don't know why. Again, if I read yung mga na maybe is it upbringing, it could be, but I can't find a particular reason why hindi yan. Kasi if I analyze it, yeah, my family, hindi naman kami yung sobrang naghihirap before, but hindi rin siya yun, so sobrang upscale. So it's not like I can't find a specific reason lang talaga na ganun.
Sige, boss. Let's talk about your core philosophies in life. Like, siguro let's start with wealth and success. Like, ano yung advice mo sa mga traders na yun yung parang goal nila when it comes to trading?
When it comes to wealth, it's just like it's very simple. Parang for me, is use wealth as an amplifier of who you are. So just try to find that. Kasi sometimes it's sabi, and wealth, money isn't evil in itself. It's how you use it. If you use it, or if you try to find ways to earn that hurts other people, then yun sama, diba? So, and kasi sometimes yung the story or the book yung Rich Dad Poor Dad, it's sobrang eye opener and parang life changing for me. And then in my life, parang napansin ko, I had my real life na Rich Dad Poor Dad na people or personalities that I can get lessons from. I was able to get lessons from the poor dad. I was able to get lessons from the rich dad that I know. And yung talagang, as in yung lessons talaga na parang yung rich dad, yung rich dad comes from rich family. But sinayang lahat ng opportunities. So instead of naging okay siya sa life, naging middling. I mean, as in talagang sayang talaga lahat ng opportunities niya. And then yung poor dad naman, yun siya yung he's like namatay yung parent, yung father niya at a young age. Pero and then he had like nine siblings or 8 siblings. Pero he was able to build like a big international business or corporation on his own with the sheer power of will. And then yun, parang doon mo mga parang if you take a look at it, na sobrang diverse yung mga backgrounds ng mga tao yung kilala ko. And then if you analyze it, take a look at it, their mentality, the reasons, the way that they approach money, the way that they think are so different. And then I just try to get lessons from both of them. Ito, parang dito, I think, okay, ito yung ginagawa niya, and this is what I would not do. Ito naman, this is what they do, and I can take the good, and ganun. That's how I usually see yung people.
Okay.
Kasi I like to observe people. I like to observe people, their tendencies, the way they think, the way they act, the way they react. And then yun, parang from there I can see that, and it's okay, I'll take this from you. I won't take this from you. And I treat every opportunity to meet people as a way to parang a learning opportunity.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, boss, businessman din kayo, no? Ano yung
Yes.
advice mo sa mga traders who want to do both things at the same time?
Well, medyo misnomer kasi yung pagiging businessman. Kasi, siguro 70 or 80% of the work, yung wife ko gumagawa. So,
Okay.
ako lang, I'm like the garbage man. Lahat ng maaay lang gawin, ako na gumagawa.
Ikaw gumagawa. Okay.
So, I mean, yun na. Parang actually, yun na namin, usapan kasi namin. Kasi diba, when you hear about business, sabi, don't mix like friends and business, ganyan. So kami, we just set like boundaries. Okay, I will help you out, but parang there to a degree. Ganun lang. So, I will not, ayoko yung magbabanggaan kami sa business. Parang you have total control. And yun nga, if there's anything that you don't want to do, I can do it. I will do it. As if, kung kunyari, ang nangyayari lang, sometimes, nagpatuhan na lang ko yung ideas. So, she tells me stuff na paano, and I'll give my opinion. Pero sabi ko, that's just my opinion. I can give you help. But, the final decision sa kanya pa rin. Para walang conflict of interest. Para alam namin na that's her thing. And my thing is this trading and yung teaching. Parang, kasi nga, ang hirap kasi pag pinagsasabay nyo, diba? I mean, pwede naman but then, you have to, which one do you want to, parang, where do you devote more of your time? I mean, I can devote more of my time dun sa business namin. But then that can take away what I like and enjoy doing, which is doing trading and talking and sharing with you, yung mga gantong instances. Kasi, sa amin dalawa, I'm more of an extrovert. So, mas I get energy when I talk and share. And so, wife ko siya, introvert siya. So, mas siya. Mas okay sa kanya na doon na siya sa business. Parang hindi na siya, he doesn't need to talk to other people or nakatutok pa sa computer. So, yeah, parang, yun lang. If you want to do business, just try, if that's your main thing, or you have to figure out which one is your main thing. If your main thing is business, then you devote more time there and then treat yung trading like your side. There's ganun din this if you're working, if you're an employee. You have to figure out where will you dedicate more of your time and effort. And then dun kayo mag-ano. Kasi either way naman, you can still earn. Diba? You can still earn if you're doing this part-time. You can still earn if you're So, yun na. Ang hirap kasi talaga pag tutukan yung dalawa. Or hindi mo tututukan yung dalawa.
Ginagawa mo pa rin ba ngayon, boss, yung bag challenge? Yung pag may multi-bagger ka, binibilhan mo siya ng bag?
Well, lately kasi, yung like the past couple of years sa PSC, hindi masyado kasi ang pangit ng market. Pero right now, yeah. Ang ano ngayon is, sabi niya kasi, mag-invest siya sa akin ng ganitong amount. So, naglagay siya ng funds niya sa akin. Sabi niya, okay, doblein mo yan. So, hindi na yung pag-hinihingi niya. Iniisip niya na. Tapos na yung pinapakita ko sa kanya yung the recent wins sa crypto. Sabi niya, okay, so mag-expect na ako ng
Talaga may ganun pa rin. Sa mga hindi nakakalam guys kasi nung PSC pa kasi tinitrade ni Boss Alpha, every time maka 100% bagger siya, bibili niya ng bag yung wife niya. Like yung mamahalin na bag. So, hanggang ngayon pala may ganong synergy pa rin.
Kasi, di ba, happy wife, happy life. So,
yeah, happy wife, happy life.
Walang parang, namin, usapan namin kasi yung funds namin, yung money namin is shared. We have a shared account. We don't really have separate accounts. So, everything's like there. Parang separate account namin sobrang liit na lang. Kasi, parang sa akin, walang point Kasi sometimes, we talked about it before I don't know if it's before we got married or very early in the marriage. One of the things kasi most of the problema ng mga tao is when we get married is money. Diba? Sometimes kasi who's the breadwinner? Usually it's the guy. Tapos nangyayari yung babae is parang meron ng allowance. So syempre, ang hirap. Ayaw na yung mabos sa ganong points. Parang shared income na. And since both of us were earning, at least there, that time na it helps. Sobrang lang. And then we just have a set budget. This is our budget. This is our budget, everyone. Before, when we started out, kasi syempre, mas pa kami nun. Pero ngayon, medyo, we spend what we like, and then nakita na more or less, ang monthly range namin is still almost the same. Nagano lang, nagsispike lang kunyari if we travel o kunyari meron mga one-time expenses na ganyan. O yan, iba pa ayos sa bahay, gusto kong bilhin ng ganito. Pero more or less, our monthly expenses is still in a range na it's been there for the past couple of years. Medyo tumaas lang ngayon dahil because of inflation. Pero, yun.
Okay. What about regarding time management, boss? Ano yung philosophy mo as a full-time trader? Like balancing family, work, business? How do you do it?
My family is number one, especially yung anak ko. Kasi the reason why na naghanap kami ng way out of the rat race is because we wanted to be there to see every moment yung paglaki ng anak natin. So, yung like ko sinasabi before, parang wala kaming katulong.
Talaga?
Yeah. Ever since.
Wow.
Siguro 1 month lang kasi yung time na medyo magulo. Pero we had to let go kasi wala nang ginagawa. Tulog lang sa sofa. So sa akin, wala nang point. So yung mga nakita ng mga tao na we were able to see lahat ng first word, first step, or lahat. We were there all the way. And then since that work from home kami dalawa, ever since nakapag-travel kami kahit saan, punta kami before, pumunta kami parang every month, we try to have pumunta kami sa iba-ibang lugar. And then medyo ngayon hindi na magawa dahil because of school. But siyempre, bumabawi na lang kami na pagka-bakasyon, we'll go. Kunyari, next month nga, we'll be out for 3 weeks. Kasi yun parang that was the so it's family first. The immediate family first. And then, parang, may kailangan siya sa school, I'll be there. Ako nag-hatid, ako nagsusundo. So, and then, chill lang. Chill, like trading, I like things simple. I like things chill. Ayoko lang masyadong hassle. Ayoko masyadong sasakit ulo. So, I try to find things na make things simple. Mga decision making ko. Kung kunyari, there's people na like energy vampires. Kausap ko, dati negative, masakit sa ulo, parang feeling mo after mga pag-isa, pagod ka na. You try to not see them. And try not to say yes when nag-iiyak. And sila, mga tao ganun. And then try to be with people who are more positive and who can uplift you or add something to your life, diba?
Yun. Ganda nun, guys. Okay. Very solid advice from Boss Alpha, no? Siguro, let's wrap it up, no? Marami na tayong na-share. What's your final advice, boss, sa lahat ng traders na gustong sundin yung yapak nyo?
Find your niche. Find who you are as a trader. I always say this, there's no one way to success. Kasi sometimes people ask me, what's your routine? What do you do? I say, you don't need to follow my routine. My routine is random. The way I trade is so different from how Cosmos trades, how Yuri trades, how Z trades. Kung gusto mong gayahin ginagawa ko, sabog baka hindi ka kumita. Diba? Hindi ko masenso. Tapos sisisihin mo lang ako. It's not kasi sometimes you have to, or you can listen to everybody. You can listen to people's their success stories and pick it apart, dissect it, see what worked for them, see if it works for you. Kasi it's the same thing with business, it's the same thing with other success stories. When I was before we went into business, I read so many mga business entrepreneurs stories, mga success stories, how they did it, and you'll see that there's so many ways to success. Yung iba, sobrang swerte lang. Literally, just born into it. And then you have to be a real royal ano ba, royal na
family.
maggagawa ng ano para mas squander mo yung
Okay.
success, di ba?
Mm.
And then but they were able to succeed. But kahit na ano sila, drop out sila, kahit na hindi nila alam ito, then sobrang hindi ano ba, non-performers sa school again. But when they started business or going to the family business or whatever, kumita sila. Yung iba naman, wala naman sila gawa, nag-franchise lang sila, kumita sila. Pero there's no one way to success. Even if you're a high achiever, if you're an underachiever in school, if you're kung tamad ka, if you're a night person, if you're a morning person, it doesn't matter. There are so many people. If you want to find someone who's exactly the same as your lifestyle or exactly the same as who you are, there will be people who succeeded in ano. The only difference lang usually is there's grit. There's that desire. There's that unrelenting desire to get out of the rat race and to really, really succeed. Na kahit na ilang beses ka mahulog, ilang beses ka magkamali, ilang beses ka natalo, you'll still get up and try again. That's the most important thing. In trading, we always say, you will have more losses than wins. And that's one of the key components na kailangan talaga natandaan. You will have more losses than wins. Ulit-ulitin yun. More losses than wins. Forever yan. Kung meron kang 90% na win rate, saludo ako sa'yo, but you have to double check. Baka naman, it's because yung cut loss mo is like 70%, 80%, or di ka nagka-cut loss.
Yeah.
Diba? Pwede yun eh. Na-figure out ko, yung pinapakita na snapshots ni Cosmos dun sa ano, most of it yung iba naka-cross trade.
Yes.
Bakit siya naka-cross trade? Hindi siya magka-cut. Like yung port niya is like, ano ba, siguro 1 million, tapos meron siyang position na 50,000. So kahit naka-cross trade ka na times 10, malugi ka na ilang percent, hindi ka magka-cut. Okay lang, kasi kinukuha niya yung ano dun sa port, main port. And then once na bumaliktad, doon siya magbenta.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Parang averaging down, gano'n.
Oo, pwede siya nag-average yan, or yun hahayaan lang yung bumawi. Kasi hindi ko inisip niya, babawi yan. And that's how they earn. Kasi, di ba, natandaan mo, isang pinost mo, ang laki ng loss niya, pero hindi siya nagka-cut. And then yung bumawi na, doon parang kumita na siya. Kasi mo, naka-cross siya eh. Kinakain yung ano. So, ang na lang doon, meron siyang bonus of steel. na kakayaan niya kahit na negative 200% na siya. Okay lang. Kasi hindi pa, maliit lang yun ng position ng buong port niya. So, siguro naka 1% VAR siya. So, kahit 1% VAR ka, 1% VAR, tapos hindi ka magka-cut, naka-cross trade ka, naka times 10 o times 5, pag bumawi yan, gain, 100% win. Diba? Wala kang cut. That's possible. Pwede mong gawin yun. Eh, kung yun yung way niya kumita, yun yung way niya para mag-earn, masasabi bang mali? Hindi.
It's working eh. It's working.
Ang tanong kasi is, kayo, kaya niyo ba yun? Kaya niyo ba yun? Masisikmura niya ba yun? 300% down ka na. 400% down, hindi ka pa rin mag-cut. So yun yun. You have to figure out what's the technique, what's the setup, what's the trading style that will work for you. You can listen to so many traders, pick apart what works for them, what routine works for them, and see kung work ba sa'yo yun. If it does, go ahead. But if it doesn't, hindi mo na kailangan sundin eh. Find what works for you. If you need to, parang iba sinasabi, diba, they need to meditate before trading. Ako, I don't need to do that. I can just learn. Galing ko sa exercise mo, galing ko sa gym, punta ko dun, upo lang ako dito, okay, mount na to, pindot, that's it. Mas alis na ako ulit. Ganun lang. I just set my stop. Or kakain ako sa, after ko kumain, just check ko ng phone ko, okay. Or nag-alert, okay, nag-alert. Set ko na, tapos na. I don't need to read yung mga affirmations or what before I do trading. I don't do that. I don't need it. I just say, okay, this I have a setup, I will trade it. Yung iba hindi na kaya yun. Kaya parang sasabing, hindi na ako journal. Is that what we tell trade yung mga nasa TI nasa No, you think no. You have to do journaling. But for me, I find it so tedious. I found it na it just parang nababawasan lang yung ano ko na parang brain cells ko doing it. And ano, parang kasi I always say I always trade like the same things. Again.
Repetitive na sa'yo, boss.
So parang para sa akin, hindi na siya helpful.
Yeah. But
Diba?
there was a point na nagjo-journal ka, right?
Yeah,
Like,
there was a point.
first year.
Like the blog is like a journal, right?
Yes, correct.
So I can do it. And then was it still beneficial for me? Yung hindi na when I found that it wasn't beneficial to me anymore, I stopped doing it, diba? So I just simplified the way that I do my decision making. If that's what worked for me, I need just to simplify everything. Yung iba kailangan na maraming linya sa chart. Go ahead. Yeah, sometimes nung iirit ako, ang daming linya na sa chart mo. That's what worked for you. That won't work for me. Kung nakita mo chart ko, walang linya kahit anything at all. Ano lang, MAs, RSI, that's it. Yung iba nag-FIBO. Hindi ako nag-FIBO. So hindi ka nag-FIBO, hindi. Sa crypto, nag-Bitcoin, you check Bitcoin, no? You check ETH, no? You check USDT, total, no? I don't.
Dominance.
Dominance, no? Hindi ko check yan. That's just noise for me. You check news, no? I don't check Panda. You check Twitter, no? I don't. I don't need it. Ito lang. I just check the chart. The naked chart lang talaga. And that's what works for me. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for you. So yun lang. You have to figure out what works for you. Because trading is so personal.
Correct. Yun talaga eh.
Diba? You have to figure it out there.
Kasi yun yung minsan na problem sa mga trading communities like what we have. Like people enroll, people get in, thinking na it's a plug and play.
Yeah.
Parang tuturo sa'yo, pa-plug ko na lang sa system ko and that's it. I'm going to be consistent. But it's not the case eh. Trading is really personal and parang self-exploration journey siya. Parang ganun.
It is. Sobra. Diba? Kaya ngayon, diba? Kung sabihin ko, okay, trade ko to tapos sabihin ko, i-cut mo dito. Pero teka lang, alaki ng ano eh. Parang 5% bar yan. Parang umatras baka ikaw, umatras ka na pag sinabi ko. Pero after yun, kumita ako sa'yo. Tama pala si Alpha sa susunod. Gagawin mo. Tapos mali naman. So, alaki naman ang tama sa port mo sa sisisigin mo ko. Diba? It really depends on how you think and how you can process the information and how you can execute it. If you can execute it na ganyan, with whatever you need to read the chart, to process your information, then that's how you execute. You don't need to follow every single thing that your mentor or your idol trader does.
Yeah.
Just find what works for you. Yun lang. That's my final advice. You have to learn, first of all, learn the basics, master it, and then see what works for you. Make your own system.
Parang process of pruning.
Yeah. Diba? At least alam mo na lahat eh. Hindi mo pwedeng mag-simplify ka na, wala ka pang alam. Diba?
Wala ka alam. Mahirap.
Iba yun. Yung sasabihin mo sobrang simple. So, sabi ni Alpha, simplify. Bakit? Marunong ka naman sa ano? Hindi pa. Okay.
Baka kasi after ng podcast na to, parang, sige, hindi na ako magagamit ng FIB kasi sabi na
Diba? It still depends eh. Kasi kailangan mo alamin ko what works for you. You have to master the basics first eh. In everything naman eh. You master the basics first, and then once you master the basics, see what works for you, what you need for your decision making.
Yeah.
Kasi kung hindi ka pa rin makapag-decide, paano mangyari? You can't decide if you can't execute. Wala rin.
Kaya guys, if you notice, like inside TR, we try to offer like everything. Kung kunwari ako, like I did a recent webinar on automated trading, pero mapapansin nyo na hindi man lahat ng mentors ginagawa yun, di ba? Or like index trading, si Coach Ken, I don't do that. Hindi naman siya nag-trade ng crypto. Ang focus niya is PSN index lang. So, lahat ng information na to, it's available for you, for your taking. Pero, wag yung isipin na parang kailangan mong i-absorb yan lahat in order for you to be successful in trading. Yung bulk talaga ng work is really understanding what you need. Tulad ng sabi ni Boss Alpha. So, yun. Juicy. Thanks, Boss, for that final advice.
Anytime, naman. Basta magsabihin nyo lang maaga. Pero pwede.
Yun. Sige, I think that's it, no? So, 1 hour of discussion. Thank you, Boss, for accepting this invite to be one of our guests sa Trader Chronicles. Palakpakan naman natin si Boss Alpha.
And thank you rin, yan. Thank you for the invite.
May
masarap
mga-
din mga pagkwentuhan.
May mga upcoming ba kayong webinar, boss, or like anything that you want to promote?
Meron dapat kaso magbakasyon muna ako.
Bakasyon wala kaya. Enjoy the gains muna.
Hindi ko na mahahabol yung momentum trading, yung momentum sa trade walkthrough. So,
Sige,
tino ko
siguro-
mahabol pa pero makatama rin ako.
Wag na. Siguro mga May. Around May or June. Tingnan
Halos
natin.
buong May kasi ako wala So,
Okay.
yun yung problem
Sige. Kami na lang muna bahala. Yun.
Okay.
Sige, boss. Thank you. And
Okay.
that's our episode for tonight. See you again next Sunday. We'll be having another guest, no? So, abangan nyo kung sino. Good night, guys. And
Okay, good night
enjoy the rest
everybody.
of the evening.
Thank you for attending.